Born in 1878, Charles David Carter was raised by parents who instilled in him a strong sense of ancestral pride and the qualities of good leadership. His father, Benjamin Carter, was a Cherokee and educator. His mother, Serena Guy, came from a prominent Chickasaw family, and her brother, William Guy, served as a governor of the Chickasaw Nation. As a young boy, Charles moved with his parents from Boggy Depot to Mill Creek, Indian Territory. He attended Indian day schools and the Harley Institute in Tishomingo. Charles also received higher-level education training at Austin College in Sherman, Texas. After college, Charles worked on a ranch in Indian Territory for a few years. In 1889, the Carters moved to Ardmore, where Charles worked for 3 years in a clerical position. In 1891, he married Ada Gertrude Wilson and fathered 4 children. As Charles made Ardmore his home, Ardmore made Charles its most popular citizen.
The Carters came to Ardmore before statehood, and they were very active in cultural and civic affairs and became very well known, and I think for that alone, Carter County was named for the family, and rightfully so. Carter Seminary was named for Charles D. Carter. It had originally been Bloomfield Academy, Chickasaw Academy for Girls. He seemed to be interested in politics of the tribe even as a young man.
The year following his marriage to Gertrude, Charles was named Auditor of Public Accounts for the Chickasaw Nation. He served as a member of the Chickasaw Council and was elected Superintendent of Schools of the Chickasaw Nation. In November 1900, President McKinley appointed Charles as mining trustee of Indian Territory. Sadly, Gertrude died the following January. Several years later, Charles married Cecile Whittington Jones.
He became interested in congressional affairs. He was our first congressman from the 3rd District, and he served longer than any other person until Carl Albert came along.
Charles Carter was probably the first Native American to serve in Congress. He was a fierce defender of our rights. He extended the right, helped extend the right to vote to all Native Americans.
He was made chairman or appointed as chairman of the Indian Affairs Committee in the House of Representatives, and he sponsored a number of major pieces of legislation, not only dealing with Indian affairs, but also a road building program that was national in scope.
He was a great influence in this part of the country and was well thought of and admired, and it certainly was a terrible thing when he met his early death.
On April 9, 1929, at the age of 60, Charles Carter passed away.
He was a consummate gentleman, very professional, had served the Indian people and the people of Oklahoma well in his career.
I think he was very popular with everyone, young and old alike.
He was a trailblazer. He never forgot where he was from or who he was, and yet he could operate clearly in both worlds, having been very successful in Chickasaw politics and then very successful in the politics of the United States.